Okay, so as you can see, this area here is under construction. I'm building this up to put the the remaining part of the lake in, or maybe additional lake. Let's just put it that way. This is an old castle. This is the first thing I built when I first got into Minecraft. That's had a tower that went up to there. That glass was at there. Anyway, tried to dam a lake there or the river, but it didn't. Water doesn't work like I thought it was supposed to. Anyway, this is basically going to be buried. It's not going to be seeing the light of day. Kind of see how this is my little world here. So it's pretty big. It's pretty massive. It's taken me a really long time to get this far. I started, I think, the last week of January. I pretty much worked on this every weekend. And sometimes, I'm working 10 hours a weekend, so 5 hours, 10 hours on Saturday. Like yesterday, I worked from 9 to 5 on this. Basically, the part I did yesterday was that area you just saw back there. I just put all that wall up. Anyway, so this is the lake I built. It's not very deep here. I didn't show you the whole thing, but to the left, you can see where it's clear. It's really deep over there. It goes down quite far. This is basically my mine railroad here, which is kind of neat. We've all liked this. This is a blast to build and fun with. So anyway, let's go ahead and go down to my mine. And I got a sticking point up here, kind of the sticks that shoots me back if I'm not careful, as you can see. But anyway, long story short, it will go forward, and then I'll be a little bit more careful here shortly. And there we go. Okay, I don't know why it sticks there, because it's just like every other corner, but whatever. And here's my mine. Took me a long time to put this together here, but it was fun to do. I love making infrastructure stuff. And anyway, so this is my next part. I gotta mine this part to the right here. That's my next part to take out. So basically, this is gonna get kind of boring here, but as you can see, it's fucking humongous. Part of my language. It's very huge. That's what she said. And I've determined that I hate lava. I've died so many times from lava. What I've done is, instead of burying it or trying to conceal it, I've came up with ideas to go ahead and let it be seen and just try to contain it. That way I don't have fall into it by accident or dig into it by accident. So anyway, as you can see here, we are going. This has all been dug out by me by hand, obviously. It's Xbox. There's no mods or anything like that. This has all been done with pickaxes and whatnot, shovels. But I'm sure you guys have done similar things. I don't know. I have nothing to compare this to. I'm assuming that this is, not something I've ever. I'm sure that you've all done that. So that's the rail cut right there. I had to build it up because I wanted to make it three deep. I start at the bottom, as you can see here in a little while. I start like as far as you can go with bedrock, and then I go up 3, and they say that's where you're gonna find your 3 levels, 3 blocks up, and that's where you're gonna find your most diamonds. Since that's what I've done essentially. So yeah, this is basically. I'm just trying to show you the length of how big this thing is. You can see that orange all the way to the very end, but you can't see it here. It's gone. It's so far away. Now that's obviously this is the Xbox, so yes, I know, Steve, it's not as powerful as the PC, but come on, we're looking at what we're looking at here is graphics, and it's blocks. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. Draw distances, obviously it does. So anyway, I'm 3 blocks up from bedrock, and that's why we have all of this. All of this is basically diamonds there, and you can see that's 3 blocks up there. Just kind of the preview of the I'm trying to think here. The preview of the rail cut going back, of the rail going back. And let's see here. I think my clip's coming up here to an end here shortly. I think we get a little bit out of here, but I'll start back over again here. So this will be this. We'll see this twice. And anyway, let's just see what happens here. And I have it set up to record the next clip. I can only take 5-minute clips at a time. Yep, there we go. Good. So Anyway, yeah, we get a little bit of a deja vu here. So, anyway, yep, going back up to the castle. And it's kind of neat. Again, this was fun to build. It's pretty fast going up, so I run into a cart that I sent up first. Here, that was the first cart we were riding on, and it got to the top and it stopped. It's not supposed to, but whatever. I'm trying to put some railing in here to keep the sheep and everything out. Stupid sheep pigs. So, anyway, we're gonna hop out here in just a second. I'll take you inside the castle. Grab that metal cart because that goes downstairs just in case I get stuck down there and walk all the way up there. It's a pretty long walk. So yep, here's my take on Hogwarts. This is my vision while I'm reading the book. This is based on my vision while reading the books, not the movies or anything. And there's a lot more I need to do on. This is basically the rough sketch here. So this is like the kitchen that's underneath the great room. The Great Hall, excuse me. Nothing's in here yet. Nothing's furnished for the most part. Just rooms put in. This is, it's big. I was just based these again. This is all based on the books. That's I think on book 4, 3 or 4 is where the kitchen. They talk on the kitchens the first time. And anyway, so yeah, we're getting ready to discover Filch's room, which is I think in books 2 and one of the later books. There's where he sleeps. There's his office. I still need to make Snape's office and chamber and so forth. This is the Slytherin room. We don't know much about it, but basically this is going to be probably the 4th year's room. We don't know much about the rooms themselves. The only room we know about Slytherin is the one that's the common room. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to put in the rooms and so forth. This is the boys' dormitory. So this would be probably the 4th years. I think this is when I have this one here, 4th years. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, that's what that is. Go up here. We're going to go, I believe it's, again, this is all kind of just my thoughts. This is going to be the 2nd year's rooms where they live, the boys' rooms. I believe this is going to be 2nd or 3rd year. I haven't really, again, none of this is set in stone. I haven't made any determinations. Nothing special, just kind of neat little area for them to kind of have their own. I'm thinking 3rd year for that one. Just because it's a little bit more older, 12 years old and so forth, or actually 13 years old. So we're coming up here on what one of my favorite rooms to build was, and that's the 6 years room. I love this room. I don't know what it is about it, but it's really cool, I think. Oh wait, actually this is not the room. This is either gonna be the 4th year or the 3rd or the 2nd year's room here, I think. It's just kind of neat. Just kind of shows you the area, what prior to the build here. Sorry, I got confused. So yeah, that's either the 2nd or the 4th years. Here's the 1st years. Nothing special. Just a room. I'm coming up on. This is certainly the 6 years here. This is my favorite one here, just because it's so darn neat. I think this is a stream that I built a little glass tunnel through, which is kind of neat. The water goes all the way around you. So that's kind of neat. I thought that was really cool. I wish I would have put glass floor in there, but oh well. And here's their room here. Nothing special, but getting to is pretty damn cool, I thought. Alright, so we're coming up on the, again, maybe the 5th year's room. This is what I'm thinking here. 4th or 5th room. I don't remember which one that was. I said downstairs was, so again, none of this is set in stone. This is another little room. Kind of neat little area. But the last room here, coming up, is going to be certainly the 7th year's room. This is my 2nd favorite room here, even though it's completely surrounded by water, and you got glass floors everywhere. Dormitory, I thought it was really hard to build, because it was underwater, but it was fun. And I built all that water. This is all done by me. And there's the common room. This is the only room we know about from the books. And I was built on the stuff, and I want to make a shortcut. This hole coming up here will be completely sealed. It won't be there, just for me to get in and out easier. And let's see here. Coming up on this next one, we're gonna go into here, and it's gonna be this room where we're coming into is only mentioned in one book, and it's a very short part of the book. That's Filch's room again. Slytherin's dormitory entrance. Anyway, I think Hufflepuff's down on the dungeons too, but I don't know where the hell they're at. Anyway, so I got to do that, figure that out too. Anyway, this is the dungeon room where they had the death day party for Harry's the ghost for Gryffindor. I can't remember the guy's name right now, but anyway, that's what this is here. So yeah, Hogwarts is 7 stories tall. I have 4 stories put in. Really, the only stories that are done are first and second one, and the fact that I'm going to need to be, I'm probably going to expand the area here. So they're not necessarily even done. They're just kind of like built. But this is basically the room here where the first floor, obviously. This is where the divination room is in book 6, where the horse lives. I can't think of the guy's name. Horse guy, centaur. And this is the library. Kind of a neat little room, real airy. And all those things out there got stuff in them for my diggings. Most of it's rock. Alright, so here's the gate. I'm going up on the great room here. This is not done. It's certainly going to be expanded because I'm going to actually be expanding the castle. That's why I'll be bringing all the dirt in here. This is that little room that Harry and in book 4 when they went to Triwizard tournaments. This is where Harry and his other Triwizard compadres were in when they were waiting to be talked to from Gryffindor. And then basically, this is all hollow here. I built all this up. As you can see, there's trees down here. It's all like this. In fact, if you go over here, there is, you can go in here, you can see, this is the kitchen here. This is the outside of the kitchen. Kind of just all completely, hollow. It's kind of more, it's obviously not solid, so it's kind of for looks. But it gets the job done since Minecraft doesn't have a problem with putting tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and thousands and hundreds of thousands of tons on dirt that's only 1 block deep. No big deal. So, anyway, let's go back into the castle here. And this is the room of magic. Teaching room here. It's a really cool room, I thought. Real airy. They talk about how it's hard to see the teacher because he's a ghost, and he kind of goes in and out because it's so light in the room. So that's why that's there. This is going to be the hospital wing. This is the very first room I built. Kind of neat, I thought. And this is Madame Pomfrey's office where the nurse lives, doctor, whatever she is, healer. I guess they don't have doctors. So that's basically that. And here's something that's really hard to determine. You would never know unless I told you. But that's the room of requirement, as you can see. And there's a little alcove where Draco and everybody hid in book 6, I believe it was, when they tricked them into letting the Death Eaters in. Spiral staircase. This is going to be moved. This is the second floor. These are basically just classrooms. Nothing special with them. Again, just more classrooms. I'm thinking about this being the defensive dark arts class here, right here, but I'm not certain. I think it's on the 3rd floor, but again, I'm not certain of that. So I don't know what this is going to be. It might just be another classroom. Just another classroom over here. Nothing special with it. Nothing special over here. This staircase is kind of neat. I did a lot of work with it. Basically, kind of got a standard down. I'm going to use a little way up, but this is the 3rd floor. There's nothing done up here. Just blank. I wanted to put the floors in here just to see how tall it looked after I get the floors in. So this is the 4th floor. I think there's 7 floors altogether. This is the 5th, so we got 2 more floors we gotta go up before we're to the roof area. I wanted to kind of get everything put together just to see what it looked like. Obviously, these are the other classrooms here. We're just gonna kind of jump down here. Luckily, I have some super armor that doesn't hurt me when I fall great distances like that. No big deal. This is the entrance to Dumbledore's office. Talk about this several times in books where there's a spiral staircase that always goes upstairs. Obviously, we don't have that functionality, but I wanted to make it kind of seem that way by having a spiral staircase. So this is going to be Dumbledore's office, nowhere near done. You're going to see here in a second, way over that pole, that is the entrance to the mine. So essentially, and this is going to be expanded here again. This is just the little Great Hall area, but I'm going to make this bigger. As you can see, the plan's kind of laid out over here to make, this is the addition to the castle, not necessarily the Great Hall, but you can see here the story. We got 5 stories tall. You can see it looks kind of weird being tall like that. It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right in my head. So I'm gonna expand this out. I'm gonna have to tear down those back walls and so forth. But it's gonna be, it's an artistic interpretation. So I'm gonna try to make it look like a castle that's in my head. And essentially, that's it. We're getting ready. You can kind of see here where the latter part of the lake is going to be in here. It's going to be over here. Because the lake is actually to the south of the castle. Not west. But anyway, this is going to be the Great Lake. I'm going to put in what's this?